My name is Ian Guthrie. I'm the owner and creator of Drifters Rentals. I started this about 6 years ago here in St. Augustine, Florida, with the concept of lifestyle and practical rental goods and also things that you would want to use on your everyday life. When I first started Drifters, I wanted it to have a certain style with it and it not just be something that fell flat. And I thought a good point to start would be the vehicle. I knew that I was going to be delivery based, so it was really important for me to get something that represented the company, the brand, and the lifestyle. And I got lucky to find something that was perfect. The only thing was it was on the other side of the country. And we got in the car and started our trip cross country. What I thought was going to be just a couple weeks ended up being a couple months on the road on a trip that I was not expecting. Anything from along the West Coast, cutting across Death Valley, where my motor died, and got back on the road for another month and a half going through mountain passes, highland desert, the plains through Kansas, and visiting family in Memphis and all the way back. So it started out as being something that would make it a little bit of a hurdle, but I embraced that and realized the opportunity in that, and it made complete sense with the name of my business. I ended up literally drifting my way back from the West Coast to the East Coast in that big blue van. But it worked out perfect. I have it set up to where now that van is something that stands out everywhere it goes around town. And people will see me and say, "Oh, you're that guy that drives that big blue van." With almost all of my deliveries, the first thing that most people notice, if it's not the van, it's my dog that's riding shotgun with me, and they ask to pet the dog. And then when I go around and I pull the items out, the first thing they notice are the bikes, and then they make a point to say something like, "Oh wow, these are the rentals? They're so nice." But the customers love the product that rolls out, and they love the ease of the delivery. St. Augustine and St. Augustine Beach is a pretty small, tight community, and when I'm riding around or whether I'm just out and about, I often pass and see one of my beach cruisers rolling by. So when I see one of the Priority Coast bikes and when it's one of the custom bikes, it definitely makes me smile. Going into bike rental business was something that I never really thought I would go into. I went from medicine into bikes, and it's an easy thing to get into. Who doesn't love getting on a bike and just exploring your town? You get on something, you get a different perspective of the neighborhood, the streets, the towns, the people around. It's just, you're immersed a little bit more than just a drive-by. Looking back from when I started this a little over 6 years ago, I think back on obviously the struggle, what it took to make something last and to make something really take root and grow. Thankfully within this community in this town, there's a lot of support, a lot of local support, a lot of small business support, which comes in huge when it's you trying to work out your own business. I've been lucky enough to continue to grow this business, and I love the fact that I'm able to give people the service, but it also be something that they can explore this town on two wheels, which is something that you need to do to really fully experience this community and everything it has to offer.